Good evening from Melbourne and good afternoon to people in Nairobi. Nobody in Nigeria today. No, not Nairobi. You're back in Addis, right?
I'm in Addis.
Okay.
Addis now.
Good afternoon to Addis. Okay, welcome again to another session of our yoga series. Still focusing on the back care and mid-core and the abdominal muscles. So I'll take a lot from the Drew back care program and then extend with some exercises for the abs. And again, like last week, I'm going to take the Drew triangle sequence from the mental health program and add to today. And we'll try and do a bit of the plank. We'll try to introduce some plank movements for the arms and the abs. Same rules apply. There's no wrong way to do the exercises. Interpret as your body allows you. I'll be watching the screen to know when to modify the instructions if I see somebody is struggling. And on that, remember, give yourself permission from the beginning to skip any part you don't feel comfortable with. With that, let's stand in the mountain pose, which is the feet are hip width apart, straight down, the toes are pointing forward instead of pointing sideways. And then let's start with a very simple activation, just shaking the wrists and fingers, but shaking in such a way that it shakes all the way up to the upper arms. Keep shaking them. Anyhow you feel comfortable, do that. Then let's start bringing them up until we get up to the ceiling. Let's shake it. And now we're going to swing. We're going to pretend to be cross-country skiers. So we go down and we come up, and when you go down, you bend your knees and breathe out. Breathe out heavily. Good. Now let's stop shaking this. Shift our attention to the legs. You can see my leg. I'm doing my left to mirror your right. So start with the right, which is my left. So let's start shaking. Remember, this time hold on to the wall or chair or table, anything to keep your balance. And of course, for these standing exercises, if we're standing too long for you, feel free to get a chair and sit down on the chair and move them. Now let's go up to the knee and swing the knee. Swing and come up to the hip and roll. Let it roll. Feel that. Anyhow. Good. Put it down. Let's go to the other leg, the left. We'll start again with shaking the toes and the ankle. Keep shaking. Shake, shake, shake. And then we'll come up to the knee and we'll swing it and swing it. And we'll come up and bring in the hip and roll. Move it anyhow you like. And put that leg down. Still on the leg now, we'll take one leg up and we'll touch it. And take the other leg up and we'll touch it. And when we do that, we'll take this arm up. And swing it back. Good. Okay. Now let's keep the leg down and start rolling, rotating the spine. And when we roll, we scoop something from the ground. You bend down and scoop something down. We're trying to bring in the back. We're trying to bring them gently in, the muscles of the back. Scoop and roll and scoop and roll and scoop. Keep going. Okay. Now let's stop that for now. Let's start swinging. Let's swing from side to side. Swing. Let the hand slap at the hip level. Allow the knees, the feet to separate a little, and then bring the hands up to the mid-core, just under the armpit, swing, and then come up to the shoulder and tap the back of the shoulder. So swing, tap the back of the shoulder. Good. Good. Now, let's stop swinging. And now I'm going to take my left hand and point across the chest to the right side. And then the right across the chest to the left side. Pointing sideways. Good. And when I point one side, I lift the heel of the other side up. When I point this way, I lift the heel up and lift that heel up. So it allows me to straight turn. Okay, now I'm going to point up diagonally to the ceiling. Up diagonal to the ceiling. Across diagonally to the ceiling. Okay. Now I'm going to point down diagonally to the floor. Across on the other side of the floor. Bending down, going down slowly. Each time I'm going lower and lower. Keep pointing. Remember to relax your knees and allow the knees to bend if they feel like bending. Okay, keep going down until you're able to tap on the floor. Just tap on the floor. Just a little tap on the floor. And when you tap on one hand, you take the other hand up and look up on that side. When you tap, you look up. Good. Okay, let's start coming up. Just winding up slowly, coming up slowly, coming up until we are standing. And bring the feet back into the mountain pose for the 8th sequence. Okay, the feet are pointing, the toes are pointing forward, the feet are hip-width apart. Now let's bring the hands together in front and put them down. And we'll do this to the breathing. When I'm breathing in, the hands are coming up, the palms are facing up until they get, the lungs fill up when they get to the shoulder level. Then I turn the palms to face down. And I start breathing out and I time it to empty when the hands get down here. Then I start breathing in, I put the hands in front. I keep breathing in until the hands come up above the head. And I start breathing out, I release the hands and they come down. Empty the lungs when the hands come back down to start the next round. And I start breathing in again. And breathing out, I push the hands down. Breathing in, I push it forward, I push them forward and over the head. And breathing out, I drop them by the sides. Breathing in, I come up. Breathing out, I push them down. Breathing in, I push the hands in front and take them over the head. And breathing out, I release them and they come down by the sides. Slowly, empty the lungs when they touch down. Good. Breathing in, let's come up, the palms are facing up. Then I turn the palms to face down. As I breathe out, I push the hands straight down in front of the body. Then breathing in, I push the hands in front, and then they go over the head. And breathing out, I bring the hands down. Let's take the legs apart so we can start squatting. Okay? Breathing in, let the hands come up. Breathing out, first let's sit on an air chair. Pretend you're sitting down on a chair. Good, and then breathing in, you take the hands up and you stand. And breathing out, the hands come down. In again, hands up. As you breathe out, you come back on that chair and sit. And as you breathe in, you stand up and the hands are going up above the head. And as you breathe out, the hands are coming down. Next time we're going to go to a half squat. As you breathe in, come up. Then as you breathe out, you come down to a half squat. And as you breathe in, you come up and you stand. And when you breathe out, you drop your hands. Start again. Breathe in. Let's come up. Breathe out to the half squat. Breathe in. Let's come up and stand. And breathe out and hands down. Start again. This time we're going to full squat as close as you can. In. Out. Go to the lowest you can squat. In and come up. Out and hands down. Notice what is happening. That time you come up without the hands, you're bringing the muscles of this place all into play. So let's breathe in again and come up. Breathe out and squat. Breathe in as you come up and notice the effect of all the muscles in the mid-core. And breathe out and hands down. One more time. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, let's squat. Breathe in, let's come up. And out and hands down. Okay, now we're going to do this side. We're going to turn to the right. I'm mirroring left so that it will be your right. So turn to the right. And one leg is in front. Put it at such a distance that you can bend it and bring the knee directly over the ankle. Now face that leg, the right leg, face it and bring the hands back into position. Keep the legs straight, keep the knees straight as you breathe in and take the hands up. Turn the palms down as you breathe out, you bend the knee so the knee comes directly above the ankle. Now keep the knee bent when you breathe in and take the hands up above the head. And then straighten the knee when the hands come down. Start again. Breathe in. Let's come up. Breathe out. Bend the knee. Hands down. Breathe in. Keep the knee bent. Take the hands up. Breathe out. Straighten the knee. And take the hands down. Again. Start again. Breathe in. And breathe out, the hands go down, the knee bends. The knee stays bent as we inhale and the hands come up. Then the knee straightens when the hands come down. Let's turn to the other side, turn to the left. Same thing, the left leg is in front, the hands in position. Okay? Now breathe in, come up. Keep the knee straight. Now bend the knee as you breathe out and drop the hands. Then keep the knee bent when the hands come up on the in-breath. And then straighten the knee when the hands come down on the out-breath. Start, breathe in, knee is straight. The knee bends when you breathe out and bring the hands down. And then the knee remains bent when you push the hands up above the head, and then straighten the knee when you drop the hands. Start again. Breathe in, bring the hands up to the shoulder level. To shoulder level, so shoulder level this time, not higher. Okay, now push down as you bend the knee. And then you straighten the arms above the head, knee remains bent. And then straighten the knee and you drop the hands. And let's turn and face the front again. Face the front. This time we're going to be leaning forward, going forward until we go to the lowest we can reach. So the knees remain apart and the knees are soft. So allow yourself to bend the knees anyhow you feel comfortable as you bend forward. So put your hands in position again. Breathe in. Let's come up to the shoulder level. Then turn the palms to face down and breathe out and bend forward. And then as you breathe in, you take the arms up over the head and stand up. And then when you breathe out, you drop the hands by the sides. Start again. Breathe in and come up. Breathe out. Again, bend forward. Breathe in and come up, standing. Breathe out and drop your hands. Again, breathe in, let's come up. Breathe out, let's bend forward. Lower this time. Breathe in, let's stand up. Breathe out, hands go down. This time, let's go to the lowest you can go when we bend forward. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out to the lowest you can bend. Breathe in and stand up. Breathe out and hands down. One more time to the lowest. Breathe in and breathe out to the lowest you can go. Breathe in, let's come up and standing. Breathe out and hands go down. Excellent. Now, let's bring the feet back into the mountain pose and stand for the energy block release. This is where we now try to release energy blockages, the place where energy has blocked in the body along the spine. Let's do some things about releasing the energy blockages. I'll stand sideways so that you can see me. You can stay where you are, just face me so that you can see me from the side. Okay, and remember, this is one where we start rocking. You allow yourself as if you're going to fall, and you rock and let it travel like a wave up the body, up the spine. You rock and rock and rock. Just very lifeless. Let the wind blow you, and well, you're not falling. It blows you that way. Come back and stand again. Now let's let the hip move in a circular motion. See the same relaxed, body is limp as the wind is blowing the top and the hip is moving in a circle. Okay, change direction of the circle, turn the other way. See circle, keep your arms anyhow you like, either on the waist or down, hanging. Just roll. Okay, and now let's roll in figure 8. Let the hips move in figure 8 motion. Trace figure 8 with the hips. Good. Good, let's stop there. Throughout the session, anytime you feel like your body is tensing up, you can move yourself or move in that figure 8 position. Call it a comma move. Put a comma in your moving with your movements with that figure 8 motion. Okay, now we're going to drive the car. Move our hands like a steering wheel. But let's start with, first of all, getting the right hand up. The elbow is soft, the wrist is soft, and the left hand is down. So the two palms are facing each other. Left is down, right is up. You're still standing up straight. Stand up straight. Let them face this way. Lower this one. Don't bring it up. Put it down. There, a little lower. Good. Facing up. Good. Now, as you inhale, you stretch your right hand up to the ceiling. Stretch it, and then as you exhale, you bend it over towards the left and feel that stretch travel up on this side. Good. Now, as you inhale, you turn your hand as if you're driving a steering wheel. And bring this up, and then inhale deeply and stretch it to the ceiling. Then exhale and bend to that side. Good, let's turn the wheel as we inhale like a steering wheel. And we put the hands in position and we inhale deeply and stretch. And exhale and bend to that side. Again, turn the wheel down, bring the other hand up. Then inhale fully, feel the lungs and stretch to the ceiling, and then bend over to this side. Feel that stretch. Turn the wheel as you inhale, so the hands come in position. Stretch the arm up, feel the lungs, and then exhale over to the other side. You turn the wheel and come back. And then the other hand goes up. Inhale deeply, stretch and touch the ceiling, and exhale. One more time on each side. turn the wheel, inhale, stretch this hand to the ceiling as you feel the lungs, and then exhale and come to that side. The last time on this side, turn the wheel, inhale, hand in position, stretch and touch the ceiling, feel the lungs, exhale and go back. Good. Now let's bring the hands down and then bring them up this way. So the palms are facing back, the elbows are at shoulder level. Elbows are at shoulders, so drop the elbows to be at the level of the shoulders. But elbow is level of the shoulders, not high up, just this level. Good. Palms are facing back. Now, when I inhale, I now stretch the arms up. Stretch the elbows and straighten them. Inhale, feel the lungs. And then when I exhale, I bring the elbows back down to the level of the shoulders. Come down. Good. Now inhale. Straighten the elbows again. The fingers pointing to the ceiling. The palm pointing behind. Exhale. The arms come down. The elbows back at shoulder level. Inhale again. This time I come up on the balls of the feet so I can really touch the ceiling. And exhale, I drop the heels back on the floor and bring the elbows down. Inhale, come up again on the balls of the feet. Touch the ceiling and feel the lungs. Exhale, drop your heels and bring the elbows down. One more time. Inhale on the balls of the feet and take the arms up and lock the elbows straight. Feel the lungs. Exhale. Down on the heels and bring the arms down. And as they come down, you roll your fingers in, round them, let the tips of the fingers come together in the middle. Inhale, and as you exhale, you explode your fingers out to the side. And inhale, bring them in again, fingers curling up in the middle. Exhale and explode out to the side. Inhale, come back to the middle. Exhale and explode to the side. Let's do one more time. Inhale, come to the middle and exhale. Good. Now let's drop your hands. If you want to shake out your arms or rub them, do whatever you need to do. Good. And now let's work on the arms. We've been working on the arms, but let's now work. We're going to rotate the arms so that you will feel a wave traveling from the tip of the fingers of the arms to the shoulder. Okay, so this way, we rotate the arms and do it in such a way that you actually feel it traveling up from the tip of the fingers over the elbows to the shoulders. Keep rolling them. Keep rolling them. Good. Remember to soften your knees so that there's no rigidity there, everything is soft. Now let's start bringing the arms up. Let's bring them up. Still rotating them, still feeling the upper arms exercising and tensing up. Okay, now we're going to do one arm at a time. We're going to let the wave travel from the tip of this finger up this arm across the chest to the other one and back. So I'm going to do one hand and the other hand, it goes across the chest to the other hand. I'm getting that rotation going. Remember to feel it in the upper arms. Let it go up the way to the upper arms. And I'm moving my heels. I'm marking time. I'm looking, turning and looking at the hand that is moving. Following that wave traveling from the hand. When it comes there, turn around and follow it on the other hand. Start from here, follow it to that side and back to this side and back to that side. Good. Okay, now let's wind down the arms, bring them down, bring them down, bring them down, and now bring the fingers tips into the collarbones. Into the collarbones. Put them here. The collarbones here, 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 good. Put them there. Soften your knees. We're now going to work on the shoulders. Now, as I inhale, I take the elbows up, and then I open them wide. And then when I exhale, I drop them from the back. Again, start inhaling again, open, and exhale, and drop. Inhaling, elbows up and open the chest. Exhaling, elbows down behind. Inhaling, elbows come up. Exhaling, elbows go down. One more time before we change. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Now let's reverse the direction. Let's inhale and take it up on the back. And as I exhale, I come down and I round my shoulders. And we inhale again and we come up from the back. And then when I bring it down in front, I let the shoulders go rounded. Inhaling, take up. Exhaling, come down. Inhaling up. And exhaling, you round the shoulders. Now let's close with one more in the opposite direction. Inhale, come up from the front. And exhale, let's calm down. Good. Drop your hands, shake them out. I'll turn sideways so you can see me from the side. We'll move to the neck. Okay. And this is the one where we stretch the neck and squeeze the chin into the throat. Okay, let me show you before you join me. I'm going to stretch the neck forward and then squeeze the chin into the throat and come back. Okay, so let's go together. So stretch the neck forward, inhale, and as you exhale, you squeeze the chin into the throat, and then you roll yourself up. And then you stretch forward again. You squeeze the chin in and roll up. One more time, you stretch forward, you squeeze the throat, and you roll up. Good. Still with the neck, still on the neck. My shoulders are relaxed and down. When my right ear goes towards the right shoulder, but the right shoulder stays down where it is. I stretch the left side of the neck. Exhale. Then as I inhale, I bring the head back up. And I exhale, I stretch to the other side. Inhale and up. Exhale and stretch to the side. Inhale and up. Exhale and down. Inhale and up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, the other side. Inhale, up. Exhale to the right, but this time keep it there, don't bring it up, hold it there. And now allow the head to drop to the front and squeeze the throat in and roll the head over to the left side. Then roll it back across the chest to the right side. Roll across again to the left side. And roll across to the right side. And roll to the left and roll to the right. Good. One more for the neck. We're still standing, relaxed, the arms are relaxed, the shoulders are relaxed. Now I'm going to look over my right shoulder. Exhale. Inhaling, I look front. Exhaling, I look over the left shoulder. Inhaling, I look to the front. Exhaling, I look to the right. Inhale, I look to the front. Exhale to the left. And inhale, front. One more time to the right. And front. and then to the left and front. Good. Now let's rotate the spine, do some spinal rotations. Okay. We'll start first in the mountain pose, and we'll bring the hands up and put them there. They're hanging, they're very soft, they're floating on something. My knees are soft. And then when I inhale, as I start exhaling, the tips of this finger start from the tips of the other finger and travel up the arm while I turn to the side, up to the shoulder. Then I inhale as it comes back to the front. Okay, let's go to that side. Exhaling to the side. Inhaling back to the front. Exhaling on this side. Inhaling to the front. Exhale to the other side. Inhale to the front. Now let the legs go apart so we can go further. Inhale, exhaling, we go this time and I lift this heel up and I go as far back as I can. And I inhale, I reverse, my fingers come back to the front. I exhale, the other heel lifts the floor as I go as far back as I can. And I inhale, I come back to the front. Exhale, we go that side and lift this heel. And I inhale and come back to the front. Then I exhale, I lift the other heel and look back. And I come back to the front. Now we're going to increase. When I turn, I'm going to turn this leg out to allow it to rotate more. So start again. Inhale. And as I exhale, I turn this leg to go out. I lift the heel behind. And I go as far back as I can. And then I come back front on the in-breath. My leg comes back in front. Now the other leg goes to the side. My arm goes as far back as I can. The back heel is up. And I drop the heel, I bring the leg back to the front. Let's go again. This leg goes out, the heel lifts. And this time to rotate more, I wrap this arm around my middle back, exhaling fully. Then I start inhaling, and the finger comes back and the leg comes back to the front. The other side, turn the leg out, lift the heel, go as far back as you can, and wrap your arm around the back to increase the rotation. And then we come back and the leg is back in front. One more time on each side. This leg goes to the side, that he lifts, this hand goes back and wraps around the back. Then it comes back and the leg is back in front. The other leg goes out, the heel is lifted, the arm wraps around the back. And then it comes back. I will drop the hands. Good. Now we come back into the mountain pose. And now we're going to do our spinal wave. This is where we allow a wave to travel all the way from this part and go up the spine to the top. And we do that as we do this way, we let it come up and come. Okay. Let me show you sideways. We're going to start this way. We'll bend forward and then let the wave travel up the spine and we'll stand up. But remember, we have the hand. This is a hand position for this. So start with the hand in that way. Okay, let's stand in the mountain pose for now. And then inhale and stretch your spine up. Let the spine grow, stretch taller, longer. And then as you exhale, you bend forward. Then inhaling, you push the tailbone in first and then let the wave travel up the spine until you're standing. Exhale and go forward again. Inhale, let the wave travel up the spine again and stand. Exhale, you come forward. Inhale, let it travel up from the tailbone of the spine, and you stand. I'm now going to face you, and then allow the legs to separate, because we're going to go lower this time. Okay, inhale, stretch up, and exhale, bend forward. Remember to relax your knees. Allow the knees to bend if you feel like, if it makes it more comfortable. And then inhale in, you come up. Good. Again, exhale, bend forward. Inhale, and let's come up. Again, go forward, go to the maximum you can go forward. Exhale. And inhale, and let the wave come up the spine. One more time to that maximum position. Exhale, go to the maximum. Inhale, and come up. Exhale, go to the maximum and keep it there. Just go down to the maximum you can. Don't come up. Then bring the hands down and put the hands to support you. Support you with your hands and move your body around to make sure you're stable in that position. Move your body anyhow you like. Make sure you're stable. Good. When you got yourself in the stable position, you can now take the hands off and swing your arms and upper body like a pendulum. And then swing to the right and turn your right leg out. Push your left heel away and face the right leg and put the hands down again to support you. Check that you're comfortable. Move your body around to make sure you're comfortable, you're stable. And when you got your stable position, we're now ready to do some more stretching. Okay. Now, turn your head up and look forward. Inhale. And then as you exhale, you drop your head and let your chest lean forward towards the thigh. Inhale, head up again, look forward. Exhale, drop your head and ease your chest down. Inhale, head up, look forward. Exhale, head down and ease your chest down. One more time. Inhale, head up. Exhale, head down and ease your chest down in the direction of the thigh. Now let's come back to the front. Turn yourself and face the front again. Good, face the front. Good. Again, swing left to right like a pendulum. And then swing to the left and turn your left leg out. And your right heel pushing away, your hand is down to support you. Then move your body and make sure you're stable. Get your stable position. Move your arms and legs anyhow you feel to be stable. Good. When you're stable, you now raise your head, look forward, inhale. Exhale, drop the head and lower the chest down. Inhale, head up, look forward. Exhale, head down and lean your chest down. Inhale and look forward. Exhale and head down. One more time. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, down. Come back to the front, your legs are pointing front. Your hand is down to support you. Make sure you're stable. Move your body around. You're stable in this position. We're going to squat, and when you squat, you can squat on your toes or flat on your feet. Anyhow you feel comfortable squatting. The hands are supporting me. Inhale and then squat and raise your head up as you inhale. Exhale, you put your head down and take your hips up. Inhale, squat again, head up. Exhale, down. Inhale, squat again, and if you feel comfortable, take your hands up. And exhale, head down. Inhale, squat and head up. If you feel comfortable, take your hands up again. Exhale and down. Inhale one more time. Hands up if you feel comfortable. And exhale down. Now stay there and then gently come up to a standing position. Good. And now, let's see if my camera is moving. Yeah, it's moving again. Okay, now this is the time we want to do the triangle, which, like I said, is extracted from the mental wellness program, but it also works on the mid-core. Okay, for that, take your legs apart. Good. And then turn the right leg out and push the left heel back. So you're facing the right leg. Not too far, not too far from, just a comfortable distance. You want to be comfortable. Bend the right knee a little so the knee is above the heel, the ankle, and then put the right hand, palm facing front, just above the knee. And then take the left hand out to the side and pointing diagonally to the ceiling, and you're looking at the left hand. Now straighten that right knee and inhale and stretch the left. Then when you exhale, you bring it over, you bend the right knee and you stretch over to that side. And then bring it down. Inhale and come up and look at it there. Exhale, stretch to the side, bend the knee, and then bring it down and tighten it up as you inhale and bring it up again, looking at that hand. Exhale, bend the knee, then bring the hand down. Inhale, straighten the knee and look up. Exhale, turn it there and bring it down and across. Good. Let's try on the other side. Turn to the left. Right heel is pushing out. Left leg is in front. You face the left leg and put the left hand just above that. Take the right hand up, pointing diagonally to the ceiling. And now straighten the knee and inhale. And as you exhale, you stretch across the body and bend the knee. And then still exhaling, you bring the hand down. And then inhaling, you straighten this knee and take the hand up and look at it. Exhaling, you bend the knee and bring the hand over, stretch. Still exhaling, you bring the hand down. Then inhaling, you take the hand up and straighten the knee and look at that hand. Inhaling, you stretch it over the head, bend the knee, and then bring the hand down. Inhaling, straighten the knee and take the hand up and look at it. Exhaling, let's come there and down. Good. And now, let's sit down. Let's sit down. I hope you can see my legs. Thumbs up if you can see my leg. Can you see my legs? Yeah, good. Okay, this is that extension we added for the abdominal muscles. And this is one where we always remind you that give yourself permission. If something is too hard, take a break. You can join us again, or you can skip that if it's totally too hard. But for this one, I'll encourage you, hold as long as you feel comfortable, come down, take a deep breath, and then come up again. As long as you feel comfortable, you come down. But the longer you do it, the more these muscles tighten, and the more these muscles start tightening, the longer you can hold. And this is the muscle that, from feedback I got, many people want to work on this area. That's why I added this particular move. Okay, so we start with the legs stretched out in front. Some people may find it easier to sit on a cushion or a pillow. Some people may find it easier to sit up this way. See what works for you. I prefer to sit flat on the mat. Then I put my palms against the hips with the fingers pointing down the legs. So put your palms that way. And then lean back on the elbows. Lean back on the elbows. This way. The palms are against the hips. Palms are this way. And you're leaning back. Okay. Before we go any further, check that your lower back is not in pain. If there's too much tension on the lower back, then that's not good for you. So check if there's not too much tension, stay like this. If there's too much tension, you may want to lie down on the back. But it's more effective if you can sit this way. Okay? So we're all comfortable with this? Okay, now I'm going to gently bring my right leg up to the height where the toes, the tip of the toes are just above the head, just at the level of the head or slightly above. Good. And now watch the distance between the heel and the floor and bring the left leg halfway up there. And keep breathing. You want to relax the legs. By relaxing the legs, the abdominal muscles are doing the work. I want to relax the legs and keep breathing. And if it becomes too difficult, just lower your leg. Take a deep breath. Come back in. Don't give up, just rest and come back in. Keep breathing, we're waiting for you. Good. I want you to keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. There's that temptation to hold your breath. I don't want that to happen. Okay, now let's drop the legs. Excellent. I'm sure you feel it here immediately. Okay, now let's take the other leg up, left leg. Again, find that point where the toes are just at the tip of the toes are just the height of the head or slightly above. And then the right comes up halfway. We relax the legs so the abs are doing the work. And we keep breathing so the muscles keep moving as you breathe in and out. And feel free to drop your legs, take a deep breath before coming back. We will wait for you. Leave no one behind. That's what they say, right? Good, now let's come down. Excellent. You may want to rub your tummy before we go to the next one. You can see the smoke coming out of it. Okay, now put the palms down this way now. Put the palms down on the floor. Sitting on your elbows, but the palms are down. Okay, now start lifting the legs up, two of them together. Start going up. See how high you can come. Just keep coming until you get to where you think is the maximum you can reach. Good. Now hold it there and keep breathing. Hold it there and push your body forward. Keep breathing. Feel free to rest, come down, rest, and come up again. And remember to keep the breathing going. Relax the legs. Don't forget to relax the legs so that the tummy is doing the work. And now let's come down slowly, with control. Come down. Excellent. And now we can lie down on the back and bend the knees so that the soles are on the floor and the knees are pointing up. We want to acknowledge the muscles of the tummy. Acknowledge the tummy that has done some work today. Okay. Now, bend the knees and bring them up into your chest. Clasp your hands around them and roll from side to side to give your back a gentle massage. And then move up and down, front and back. Good, now we are ready. Put the legs down and put the palms down. We're still continuing to work on the abs. This time, this part of the back, the small of the back, make sure you flatten it. When it's flat, then lift your right leg up about 1 or 2 inches, just a little off the floor. The palms bend down. Keep the back touching the floor and that leg holding it at that height for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop the right leg. Okay, now let's shift attention to the left. Again, start by flattening the back. Let this back touch the floor. The palms bend down and left leg lifts off just 1 or 2 inches. Keep the back touching the floor all the time and hold the leg at that height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop the leg. Good. Okay, let's do it again, this time with a little variation. Flatten the back, lead the right leg about 1 inch. Hold it at that point, the palms remain down. Keep the back flattened and the heel at that height as you gently start extending the right leg. Feel the abdominal muscles working as you keep the back on the floor and the heel at that height and extend until fully extended. Then drop the leg. Bring it in and then shift attention to the left leg, but first flatten the back, take the leg about 1 inch off, keep it at that height and keep the back touching the floor as you extend slowly. Keep going, extending until fully extended. And then you drop. We'll bring the left leg in. Good. Now we'll do a version that will work on the psoas muscles here. So we'll do that by first bringing the left knee in, clasp your hands and ease the thigh onto the tummy. Relax the thigh onto the tummy. Then check that your back is flattened. Then take the right leg up about 1 inch. Hold it at that height. Keep the back touching as you start extending the right leg slowly until it is fully extended and you drop. Put the left leg down, bring the right leg in. Then bring the right knee in and hold it, and then gently ease your thigh onto the tummy. Check that the back is flattened. The left leg goes up 1 inch. Keep the back flattened, left leg at that height, and start extending the left leg slowly until it is fully extended, and then you drop. Right down, left in. Good. Now let's lie down on the tummy for the next set of exercises. Lie on your tummy. Put one palm on top of the other and make a pillow. And put the forehead on that pillow. But first, you can raise your head and look at me. Let me demonstrate the half low course we're going to do before we come. So head up, look at me. Okay. Now watch this is my right leg. I'm going to stretch the toes away, point so that I engage the glutes here. By pointing the toes away, engage glutes. And as on the in breath, I raise the leg up. And on the out breath, I lower the leg. Then I change to the right leg, raise, in breath, out breath. Okay, when you're ready, put your forehead on the pillow made with the hands. One palm on top of the other, and put the forehead there. Then engage the glutes of the right leg by pointing the toes away. Then on the in-breath, raise the right leg up. On the out-breath, lower the right leg. Attention moves to the left leg. Stretch toes away to engage the glutes. On the in-breath, you raise the left leg. On the out-breath, you lower the left leg. Attention to the right. Stretch toes away. On the in-breath, you raise. On the out-breath, you lower. To the left leg. Stretch, inhale and raise. Exhale and lower. Come back to the right leg. Stretch, inhale and raise. Now hold it there and breathe normally. Or rather, breathe deeply. Keep breathing, deep breath as the leg is holding up. Then ready to come down on the out breath and lower the right leg on the out breath. To the left leg, stretch, in breath, inhale, hold it and breathe. Keep breathing. And then when you're coming down, do that on the out breath and lower the leg. Good. Now, let's do the Sphinx in stages. First stage, you stretch the arms out in front, palms down, elbows down, forehead down. Now, as you inhale, you raise your head up, stretch your spine, and the elbows leave the floor a little, and you feel the lungs as you stretch your spine. And then exhaling, you allow the chest to come down, the elbows to get back onto the floor. Forehead down. Inhaling, head up again, chest up and stretch the spine as the lungs fill up. Exhaling, the chest comes down, the forehead comes down. Now draw the hands in to be just ahead of the head, just in front of the head. The elbows are now down by the sides. Okay, start again. Inhaling, raise your head up. It takes the neck and the chest up and the lungs fill up when the spine is stretched. Exhaling, you drop your chest and your forehead. Inhaling again, the head comes up, taking the neck and the chest. Stretch the spine and feel the lungs. Exhaling, drop the chest. Now bring the hands in further so that the thumbs are at the level of the ears, and they now rest down on both sides of the head at that point, at that level. The elbows are down by the sides to start with. Forehead down. Now as you inhale, you take your head up, you take the chest, and you roll your elbows in to come under the shoulders, and you stretch your spine as you fill up the lungs. Good. Exhaling, you roll the elbows out of the way to bring the chest down. Inhaling, let the head come up again, the elbows coming under the shoulders. Exhaling, let them come out of the way for the chest to come down. Inhaling, bring the elbows in again under the shoulders and hold it there and breathe in and out. Keep breathing. This is the Sphinx. Breathe in and out. Okay, now we're going to transition from this to the, ready? Good, to the plank. Okay, now relax, but keep the elbows where they are, keep the body where they are, and relax. Then turn your toes to stay on the floor. Your toes are now touching the floor. Put the toes down and then push your body up. So your body is now straight with the toes, balancing on the toes and the elbows. This is the plank. Okay. Keep breathing. Your body is on the floor, the toes and the elbows are supporting you, and the body, keep it as straight as you can. Even though I say there's no wrong way to do anything, just see as how straight can you keep your body in this position. Keep breathing. This is the plank. And now bring the body down. Good. Bring the palms inside and then push up on all fours. Push up on all fours. Adjust your knees and palms so that the wrists are under the shoulders and the knees are under the hips. Okay? Good. Okay, we're going to do the cat stretch to close. Okay? In this pose, in the neutral position, your back is a little sagging, your head is looking forward. Inhale, and when you exhale, you pull the middle of the back up towards the ceiling, you drop your head, you round your shoulders, you tuck your tailbone in like a cat. You stretch the middle of the spine up towards the ceiling as high as you can, exhaling fully. And then when you inhale, you come back to neutral position, bring back a little sag in the back and the head looks forward. Exhaling, let's go again. Middle of the back pulls up to the ceiling, your shoulders are rounded, your head is dropping, your tailbone is tucked in. Inhaling, we'll come back to neutral position. Again, exhaling, pull the middle of the back up, round the shoulders and drop the head and push the tailbone in. Now hold it there and move your body around in any way you feel comfortable. Move it side to side in a circle, figure 8, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Move it around, enjoy the stretching. Round and around, front and back. And then when you go back, you now allow it to go all the way back, to go down over the legs. Adjust your knees, either you open them or you bring them together. And then bring the forehead down into the extended child pose. You may want to, some people may prefer to have a pillow and put the forehead on the pillow. Some people prefer to put the pillow here to help them go down. Whatever you feel comfortable, but I want you to get in a position where the back is neutral and not supporting anything. So put the forehead down and adjust and find that position where the back is not supporting anything, it's just neutral and resting. Forehead down, the hands in front or beside your legs. Anyhow, just rest in that pose. Good, and now we can come up for that all-important final relaxation. For the final relaxation, the natural position for relaxing is on your back, with feet a comfortable distance apart and the palms facing the ceiling. But some people find it more comfortable to bend the knees and put the soles of the feet down this way, with the palms facing up. Some people find it more comfortable to put a folded blanket under the middle of the back, or a pillow under the knees. Anyhow you feel comfortable. You may even prefer to lie on your side or on your tummy, just any position you can relax in. So lie in that, and I will sit down to direct the relaxation. Remember, in the relaxation, you don't do anything, you just listen to me, and we'll try to move our attention to different parts of the body. We'll try to scan the body and do a little breathing work, and that helps us to relax. And usually when you relax, the body temperature drops, so consider having a light blanket over yourself. Good. And now, check your position. We are going to scan over the body. We're going to move our attention to different parts of the body. That's all we need to do. just traveling around the body consciously. And when you put our attention on any part of the body, that part will relax. That's all we need to do. Start from the toes, focus completely on the toes. Nothing else matters except your toes. And then move your attention over the feet to the ankles. And then up the lower legs to the knees. Up the thighs to the hips. Check the buttocks mentally. Feel the muscles there relaxing. Then bring the attention to the lower abdomen. And go up over the tummy to the upper abdomen. Then come back and focus on the navel. From there, wrap around to the lower back and move your attention from both sides to the middle. Then go and start from the tip of the tailbone and move up the spine, one vertebra at a time. Going through the middle back, we'll come to the upper back. Then go sideways from the shoulder blade into the armpits. Come down the sides. Then go over the rib cage to the chest and close in from both sides to the middle. Up the middle to the point between the breasts. Sideways onto the breasts. Up to the shoulders. Then come down to the elbows. Go over the elbows and continue to the wrists. Continue to the palms, fingers, over the tips of the fingers to the back of the hands. Up the arms to the shoulders, then to the back of the neck. Wrap around to the throat, then go over the chin, the jaws and the lips to the cheeks. And come to the tip of the nose, and go over the bridge of the nose to the eyes. Check the eyeballs, check the eyelids, check the eyebrows. Go over the forehead to the top of the head. And with that, we now relax the body completely. And we bring the attention and focus on the breathing. Feel it when the air touches the lining of the breathing, of the nostrils going in, and when it touches the nostrils coming out. Keep following the breathing going in and out. Now let's take the attention down to the tip of the tailbone. And as you breathe in, travel up the spine to the top of the head. And as you breathe out, travel down the front of the body back to that pelvis. In, up the spine. Out, down the front. Keep moving your attention in that cyclic pattern. Up on the in-breath at the back, and down the front on the out-breath. Now let's shift the attention to the leg, the right leg. Breathe out from the hip to the toes. Breathe in from the toes to the hip. Now let's move attention to the left leg. In from the toes to the hip and out from the hip to the toes. And we shift to the right arm. In from the fingers to the shoulder and out from the shoulder to the finger. And we shift attention now to the left arm. Fingers to shoulder on the in-breath. Shoulder to fingers on the out-breath. Bring the attention back to the spine. In, draw up the spine, and out, come down the front. Now bring the attention to the chest and notice a very gentle rise of the chest every time you breathe in, and then force when you breathe out. Now move the attention from the chest to the shoulders. Down the arms will get to the elbows and continue to the wrists, continue into the palms, and now to the fingers. Wiggle your fingers gently. Wiggle your toes gently. Keeping the eyes closed, allow the toes, the feet, and the arms, and the torso to start wriggling slowly, very gently, bringing life back to the body. But keep the eyes closed. Take your hands over your head and give your body a very gentle stretch. The eyes remain closed as you turn to the right side. Allow the knees to bend, and then push up to a sitting position and sit in any position you feel comfortable. Either the legs are crossed or stretched out, or even sit on a chair if you feel more comfortable that way. Just sit quietly with the eyes closed. And as you sit quietly, mentally observe how relaxed your body is and how calm your mind is. And affirm to yourself that when you need to relax, you have full control to bring yourself to this level of relaxation. With that affirmation, put your palms over your face, stroke your fingers down, and as they pass the eyes, allow the eyes to open to end the session. Om Shanti.